Hey, it's Code here, and today we're going to continue looking at what I am doing with my little cleverdash project. And today we're going to have a quick look at a major editing change I've done, and then there's a short showcase of actually being able to create public links now, which also, just quickly showcase, means that I added on the main page a new button called Live Demo, where you can actually just click it and directly get into a live example of a dashboard. And I'm actually today going to showcase then how we could edit this specific dashboard and any other dashboards that have been created. So if we just log back in, we can see here we have this dashboard. We can then edit it. And we then have a few different views. We can then see the overall blocks of the dashboard. Again, looking at the dashboard, it's built of blocks. So we have dimensions, focus on sales, focus on quantity ordered, and so on. These blocks can then be reordered. So right now we have dimensions first. Let's say we wanted our overview to be first. We can then see now we have overview first. And we can then also open these blocks and change the orders of the items within. And I created a little preview. So let's say if we move dimensions back up first, we see dimensions have 4 items, not 4 items, 5 items. And we have this pattern. We can then change these sizes as well using arrows. Let's say we wanted more focus on the status. We could then make it a bit bigger. And we can then see here live in this preview mode how it looks. Let's say we want something like that. We want a country a bit bigger as well. And let's move those around so we have a bit of back and forth. And we can then see we have this new order. We can then also, let's say we didn't want this group by, we can then also hide it. And we can also preview it here in this block mode, but we can then hide it. Let's say we hide a few of them. And we could then also even completely remove it if we wanted to. Inside then the preview mode, we can then do a bit more of the nitty-gritty editing. So for example, we can edit the names. Let's say we want the status to be status underscore. We could swap it between a bar chart and a donut chart. We can for the bar charts with intervals like this, we can change the interval, well, the amount of intervals we want. So for example, right now we're doing 15 intervals. We could also do 1. That's kind of boring. We could also do 5, for example, and so on. But let's keep it at 15 or something. I think that looks decent. We can then also, for the line charts, add multiple lines. So let's say we want to compare sales by price each, and then get multiple lines. Again, in this case, might be a bit unclear, but we could also do normalization to cap them between 0 and 1, do a more direct comparison. And for our scatter plots, we can change which 2 dimensions are used. So right now it's sales versus quantity ordered. Let's say we want to do sales over order date. We can see it like this. So a bit more of the nitty gritty. There might be some spacing needing a bit of update, but more of the direct inputs of how we could integrate and work with these different graphs. Some of them do not have fully customization yet, but we're getting there. For example, this like grouped by something should probably be able to change between what are we grouping the sales by. We should maybe be able to change the specific order date for our line charts, but still, we're slowly getting there. That's a bit more full than before. But let's just quickly keep these. Let's maybe clean it up a bit. We have something we want to remove. I'll keep all of it for now. You can go and have a look at it if you want to. We could then also add new charts. So again, to the dimension block, we can add a new chart. So let's say we also in the dimension block wanted a list. Oh, that's boring. Let's do a line chart. And we want it to, for the time column order date. And we want it just general sales. We could add more, but let's just add 1. That's a list chart. And we should be able to see now that we also have list chart. And of course, right now, some of the naming of these are a bit weird, but that's going to be fixed at some point. Also, a bit more work in progress, but if you remember back when we actually created our graphs, our charts, our dashboards, we input a lot of metadata to some extent, which is then in this page kind of visualized, and you can kind of change it. Right now, it doesn't matter too much. Rather than you change it, it does a bit because some of the inside edit mode, for example, you can only change a categorical bar chart to other categories. So if you have something that should be a categorical, which is incorrectly found to be numerical, that could be changed here, and you could then edit based on those changes. For example, a quarter ID. I've actually not tested this, so let's see if it works, but quarter ID is actually a timestamp. So we should actually be able to turn it into a timestamp. And then if we then remove that line chart and create a new line chart, this might actually not be working fully, but let's have a look. Quarter ID. We should then actually be able, this might be a bug I need to fix, but then, for example, we should be able to, there's a bug. We should be able to change or pick now quarter ID because that was defined as a timestamp, and then create charts from that. So, slowly getting there, but still a lot more editing than I had before. But anyway, that is the general editing previews. We have a bunch of different blocks. And I would love any feedback if anyone had any for this, because I don't know if things are too separate or if it's good or bad that we kind of have this reordering mode that changes the sizes, the order, and then a preview with a bit more direct manipulation, like the names, the types, charts, the type of specific data for that chart, line chart. Again, a bit more of the direct impact of our editing. And then right now we already have a public link. I'm not going to change it because this is actually the one used in the live demo on the hero page. So if you go to the hero page, you would actually be able to see this chart. And in the future, if I make changes to this chart, you will still be able to see them because it's not locked by time. But you then have, I just create a simple button up here where you create a public link. And you then have these 3 buttons to open the public dashboard on another page, remove the public link, and then just a copy button to also copy the link to the clipboard. And we can then see here now, for example, we moved overview up, so it's also updated in here. But that is the general updates I've been working on recently. A lot more editing. As you saw, there's still something that is a bit not working fully as intended, but we're getting there. And now the idea of being able to share it publicly, which I've been wanting to do for a while, because I think it's a very interesting feature. Thereby kind of having this full workflow of creating charts, viewing charts, editing charts. And right now, the current version of cleverdash is very much connected to the idea of uploading a file. But I think in the future, it would also be very interesting being able to connect it to a data source and then have these like quickly create a public dashboard for any kind of data source you have. So maybe you have some kind of like usage data for your users or so on. And I'm probably going to add, right now, all the links are going to be public, but I plan to also add the opportunity to add a password so that you would actually have, instead of just going directly to the public links, it would be public links that first show some kind of like password input. It would just be like a 1-line string to be able to then access these public, so they're like public gated by a code. But otherwise, that is very much what I wanted to showcase today. A lot of new editing functionality, some preview editing, some order blocks editing, and some columns and public links. But anyway, if you enjoyed this quick showcase, please leave a like and subscribe, and I wish you all a wonderful day.